What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a video on the LWRCI direct impingement. But before we do, we have to give a big thank you to the people that keep the channel going. One being True Shot. They keep the ammo flowing so we can shoot still targets like that from TA targets. Big thank you to them. And then also we have to give a big thank you to Hold Up Displays because they make the gun room look badass. All right, and then you can find all of that over at basementoperator.com. There you can also find merch like the gun club. Well, actually you can't buy that now, but you could if you signed up for the email list and seen when we actually do our drops. And then you can also find cool builds over there that we use on the channel. All that can be found over there. So Sparky, LWRCI. This is their DI 16-inch rifle that we bought ourselves because they don't know who we are because
Probably a good thing.
Yeah, because we're not cool enough to actually play with the big boys. This is the $1,800 DI version of the rifle because we're too poor to buy the actual piston-driven version. So the goal with this video is to kind of give you the spill on it. We're not going to insult your intelligence because you can definitely Google this gun and find all of the dumb specs on it. We're going to tell you what we actually found when shooting this thing and reviewing it. We have approximately, give or take, 400 or 500 rounds through it. A light shooting in it. That's definitely not enough to test actual durability. So we're going to go out there and say we have no testament to the durability or reliability of the rifle.
Besides the fact we've had no issues so far.
We've had no issues so far with it. We're going to go over some of the things that we didn't like about it, and we'll conclude with some of the things we did like about it because you're always supposed to end on a good note.
That's right.
Right, Sparky? Mm-hmm. So we'll get up front with it. First thing we are not super big fans of is the actual rail system on this thing. It has a kind of pseudo M-LOK style rail system. It's not actually M-LOK, it's the screw-in stuff. And it's honestly just inconvenient. With some of the M-LOK stuff we tried to screw into this, it wouldn't work. We ended up using a LWRC Picatinny piece there at the bottom to mount the bipod. And so our best conclusion on how, if you want to really set this thing up, is just to buy all your stuff from them and then just mount it with Picatinny. Now,
so it is inconvenient.
It is inconvenient. If you're rich enough to buy one of these just for the sake of buying it, then it's probably not a big deal to you.
But on building off that, the rail does look good.
Yeah, it does look good. It has held up really nicely. And I mean, the way it's mounted in and the way it just flows into the upper receiver.
Looks good.
It does look really good. So we'll caveat all that.
And building off that is that the finish on this rifle is nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a sucker for FDE, but it does look good.
Sucker for FDE. Second thing we don't really like about it, or yeah, we'll say we don't like about it, is for that $1,800 price point, we think the accuracy of this thing can be a lot better. We've shot it. We did 2 rounds of grouping with it. The first one was, I will just go ahead and say, god awful.
Yeah.
And we know it wasn't the shooter because Sparky grouped a bunch of guns that day and this one just performed bad.
Yeah, this one was shot right in the middle of all my groups that day, and this one did
the worst. And we were shooting like $500, $600 guns that day, so.
Yeah, there's a certain PSA that ran circles around this.
Anyway, so, you know, we were like, we need to find some sort of aim. So we did another set of groupings with it, and the best one we were able to get was like a 1.6, right? Yeah. So sub 2. And finally. And
that's after sorting through the 6.1, the 5.1, and the 4.5s, and a couple of 3s.
Yeah, and we shot some expensive ammo through this thing. We tried to get a good grouping of it in terms of like weights. We did 55, we did I think 60 something, and we did 70s. We shot a wide variety. We were really trying to get this. This has a 1 in 7 twist, so we were going through all of them.
And it was getting into the $1, $1.50 every time.
Yeah, it was starting
$2 every time you pull the trigger. So.
It was starting to get expensive. I mean, big shout out to True Shot, but they don't cover all of our ammo. So we were just all that being said, we were just a little bit disappointed with the accuracy, especially considering we just had a DD shoot a sub MOA group for less than this thing is. Okay,
it is what it is. We call it, you know, balls and strikes.
Yeah. So let's talk about what we do like about this rifle, because I do think it does have some redeeming features. Sparky already touched on one of them, is the fit and finish in this thing and the, I guess, how it was put together. Top tier.
It looks great.
You know, if you buy this thing and you're wanting a rifle to show off, this is definitely one that will definitely do the job without a doubt.
Yeah, you southpaws will notice that it's full ambi.
Yeah, full ambi, and the ambi's done very well in terms of, you know, all the buttons working and in good placement, and they're not getting in the way of...
They don't feel junky.
No. Safety selector as well, one of the things we really like to see on a lot of stuff. And then another thing I really like about it is the bolt carrier group. It is a nickel boron bolt carrier group, and the bolt carrier group that is in this one is proprietary to LWRC. We will show a comparison. We won't pull it out right now. It's how the gas keys are laid out. They're done differently, which is neat. It's nifty. I don't know if it's the end all be all, but the bolt carrier group is pretty nice. No thrills on the furniture. It's kind of...
It's got this rubbery, scaly kind of texture, which feels pretty good.
Yeah, but it's not neither here nor there.
It's LWRC's furniture.
Yeah, and everything on this gun's LWRC. Trigger, all of it's LWRC. They didn't go with any Radian. They didn't go with Geisley or anything to supplement this build out. It's all their stuff, so that's really cool to see. But I think other companies do some other stuff better, like a Geisley trigger and Radian charging handle. Anyway.
Personal preference.
Personal preference. So the real question is, would we buy it? We actually bought it, but would we buy it again? Probably not. I alluded to it earlier. We had a Daniel Defense, it was the M4 V9, I believe. I would buy that one over this one all day.
It was like $200 cheaper.
Yep.
The accuracy was much better. Consistent accuracy was better. And then, I mean, it looked a little cooler as much as I'll do like FDE.
The Radian charging handle, I mean, it came with a nice, it was like crocodile Cerakote.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you get the Radian stuff, you get a more accurate rifle. Compared to this one, we only have 2 samples, like, you know.
Sample size of 2.
Sample size of 2. We have the DD and we have this one. So, but the DD was more accurate. And I honestly I would go with it over this one. Now, with that being said, you will be like, well, the DD that you guys had a quad rail. You can get the V7, which has the M-LOK rail on it for like $100 more, which still is less than this one. So whatever you want to do with that information. But in terms, if you were dead set on LWRC, there's nothing inherently wrong with this rifle.
No, there's just some cheaper rifles that do a few things better.
That have done better for us, Sparky. We don't know. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So with all that being said, that's our opinion on this thing. We hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Oh, forgot to mention, we are going to be doing the high-end accuracy test here soon. We're going to compare a bunch of different high-end rifles on it. You should subscribe for that very reason. We'll see you on the next one. As always, peace.
Bye, Mom.
So that's an LWRC trigger. I didn't really think anything special about it.
Like there's a little bit of, like when you get the reset, then you got a little bit of play, then it goes off again. You're not back on the wall with the reset. I'm not the hugest fan of that, but it's not like a match trigger by any stretch of the imagination, but it is noticeable after the reset.
It ain't no Geisley LaRue, is it?
That's true, or Trigger Tech, or Rise, you insert trigger.
Insert any trigger. Honestly, it just feels like a mil-spec trigger. But
it does the job.
As of today, a rifle that shoots would be really nice.